Basement Bookers Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast. 1 week after what was definitely the second greatest Forbidden Door, the best door forbidden since the last Forbidden Door, confirmed. Rich Deriz here with me, Basement Jer, and this wrestling podcast. Nothing serious here, just having a good old time talking about the time old honored tradition of rolling around as men and sometimes women. Rich Deriz, welcome to the second best Forbidden Door post show and also the Money in the Bank best one since the last one ladder match. Actually, it's probably the most mid one since the last one. I don't remember much of the last one, but I feel like if you look at when we talk about the participants, it's a who's who of wow. If they win, it's like this is amazing, at least for the men's side. So there's a lot going on there. And of course, we will do that after this. But if this is your first time here, thanks for coming by. If you are an OG, if you are a Manny type, thanks for coming every week. Show an appreciation of support. We appreciate you. We will, however, support you with 200 basement bookers dollars. Remember, non-fungible, non-fundable, non-money, not real, has no monetary value. It's really inside you. It's for the spirit. So enjoy that and don't worry about any kind of inflation. It will always be the same number. It will always be, what was the number I said? 100 basement dollars.
200.
200 basement dollars. So just remember, unlike everything else, 200 basement dollars will always be 200 basement dollars. That's right,
That's right.
Rich Rose.
That's right, Basic Jared. Thank you for the intro. Thank you for telling us about what absolutely, as we predicted, was one of the top two Forbidden Door events in history of Forbidden Door events. So we're going to talk about those. First up, I want to talk about the Ishii, Kingston, and Elite match. They got the win. I liked this match. It was fun. It was a little all over the place. I remember liking it. I don't remember a lot of highlights of it, but I highlighted it today when I did my highlights just 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you mean this match?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's right.
Mainly the progression of storyline with Eddie Kingston and Claudio featuring Mox. So there's all of that going on.
Yeah, on the other hand, I don't care for this lovers quarrel,
Mhm.
this haters triangle. To paraphrase the words there. Um, and I saw they were building this for a long time. Ever since Claudio came in, uh, Eddie Kingston has not made it secret that he does not like him. And
Mhm.
this continued on All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite this week involving Renee Young. And she's yelling. She even got physical. It's like, you better fix this because I'm over it or whatever.
Mhm. Cut
And
the shit.
to which I'm like, I don't get why she's so mad about this, but okay. Um,
Probably because when
because
Kingston goes over the house to hang out, they're bickering at home too.
Oh, well,
Like
don't they have
two
like a Blackpool combat basement or something where they go down and roll against each other or whatever?
oh
Maybe they
BCC
could talk
Underground.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
BCC Underground.
Yeah, not to be confused with BBC Underground
No,
or
that's
Raw Underground
right.
or
Those are
Raw
cool.
Dog Underground.
These
We
these
don't
are
run a
all.
sloppy shop.
There might be a couple of those in there. These are
What's
all
the
very
next
different things.
what's the next thing?
Kenny.
Honestly, this match really started kicking off as soon as Will Ospreay came out to the ring and he proclaimed that it was Osprey time. And then he proceeded, as I predicted, to Osprey all over the place. And that included all over Kenny Omega's face. What a contest. It had everything you could want. It had blood, you savages. I could do without it. However, if you want to do it, maybe not so early in the match where I have to watch these guys wrestle for such a long time. You're losing so much blood.
Mhm.
And I get your gimmick is that you're a sick fuck, but the whole licking a man's blood off of you in this day and age, it looked kind of like ketchup. I know it was real blood, but still, it was a little too light to be ketchup. Ketchup's a little thick. That was definitely real blood. He did, and also like he did like all right. The referees, they're very lax. Why listen to them ever? Kenny Omega, the whole time, the ref is like admonishing me. He's like, "You got to get in. You got to
Mm.
win in there." And he's like, he just
Mm.
does what he wants. The referees must be respected. The sanctification of most referees should be respected. And whoever that guy is, was it Bryce Rimjob or was somebody else? No disrespect. He's a good man, I'm sure.
Right.
But when it comes to refereeing, the character himself, he gets no respect from like anybody. Whoever that referee was, what were you even there for? I was thinking, is this a lights out match? I could have. Was this no disqualification? It's a regular ass IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match. I get it. Rules are boring. They're
Yeah,
so boring.
I don't know if the announcers mentioned it, but that could easily be explained by the referee giving them some leniency due to the high profile nature of the match, the high
Some.
stakes. It's a heated rivalry.
Did you say some leniency?
Yeah.
There was a lot of leniency.
Okay.
It was almost like in the video game Fight Forever. There I was
Hmm.
in a match against Pac, a singles match. And what happens? Death Triangle comes out and they proceed to beat the crap out of me as if this was a 3-on-1 handicap match. Aubrey Edwards, she's just calling the match. They're definitely beating me up. She doesn't, there's no disqualification. It's a disqualification match. It's a
More like
regular ass match.
more like Aubrey Dreadwords.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. I gotta write an email to Digital Tony Khan. This is ridiculous. Anyway,
I like how they call him TK in the game.
yeah, it's because they love him. So at one point, I thought Kenny Omega's neck broke.
Yeah, that was bad. That's the red highlight I have in this otherwise green highlighted match in my notes here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it didn't break. I'm glad no, its neck broke.
There was a second angle that I guess a photographer got another angle of it, and it looked safe from that angle. But the angle we got, it was like bad.
Oh, so I guess we got camera tricked. All right,
Right.
excellent.
But I'm gonna eat my words here real quick because I admit when I'm wrong. I thought it was gonna be Danielson and Okada match of the night. This to me actually was match of the night.
I thought this was match of the night because I didn't think Brian Danielson should have won. I don't think he should have beat Okada. If I'm being honest, like all
I
it
called it though.
does,
Hmm.
yeah, you did. Like, but all it does is like it just lowers the credibility of Okada in America because if you do math, MJF tapped Brian Danielson
Hmm.
to the point he was like a sad little man that needed to go home. And then he comes back and he's able to tap one of
Okada.
the best Japanese wrestlers ever
Hmm.
in Okada. So when's the rollback on this? Is this at the next Forbidden Door? Or,
I mean, if it is, then that would certainly make it easily one of the top three best Forbidden Door ever.
it might be the third best Forbidden Door since the second best Forbidden Door,
That's
which
right.
is always going to be after the first Forbidden Door. numerically.
Right, of course. So that's already a huge card.
Yeah. Oh, I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention that there's a blood and guts match scheduled for next week. That was mentioned on Dynamite, I believe.
That's right.
So forgot about that, but that's fine.
Blood and guts.
Right.
I was mainly looking at my Forbidden Door notes.
I'm just going off of what I remember from today.
I think that's good.
Unsurprisingly, Morgan J. Fry, not to be related to Fry from Futurama, won. He beat uh, Tanahashi. He beat Tanahashi, who I'm sorry, Richter is not Naito.
Right.
So just for the record, again, so of course the Dynamite Diamond Ring came into play. Is that correct?
Yes, it did.
I can understand how he would lose because I too have been struck by the Dynamite Diamond Ring and Fight Forever. But yeah, this was academic. We knew this was going to happen. Uh, MJF sent out a tweet that was scheduled to be like after he was done, but apparently
Hmm.
his timing was off.
Hmm.
So that's all I've got to say about that.
That was
What a
great.
contest.
I love that the announcers acknowledge it too,
Yeah, so
which really
now
just means they're looking at their phones while they're working.
exactly. Or it could have been like, they might not have been like, hey, could you guys talk about this? Because I'm in your head. Can you
Hmm.
mention the tweet or whatever? I thought it was
Hmm.
cool. That's my Tony Khan. And then so on Dynamite, MJF was like, Adam Cole, it was nice of you. It was smart of you to call in sick instead of fighting Filthy Tom, who I was very disappointed when I found out that Filthy Tom would not be participating. I was looking forward to him beating the shit out of Adam Cole, but that didn't happen. Look, we don't know one way or the other because the match didn't happen. So I might not be wrong, but I might be right.
Hmm.
Um, so they're friends now. Like MJF is like Adam Cole got into a truck, got it with MJF, and they're going. You
No,
know,
he's so Cole is stringing him along because they're tag partners in the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament.
I is this a whole like story device just for them?
Not specifically. There are a few. There's, I think, one other odd tag team in the bunch. I just don't remember which it is. It was announced this week. It's in my
Yeah,
notes somewhere,
I think
probably.
they had Darby Allen and Orange Cassidy on a team.
That's a
And
team,
it's
but
like,
that
didn't they tag before? That's not that weird.
right. That's not. I don't remember which the other
It's
one
the Keith
was.
Lee and Swerve Strickland.
Right, that's the one.
But it's like they've tagged before. And then it's like, oh no, but they're definitely enemies this time. Yeah, but that's not I guess, but you're just going I guess they're gonna reignite that since Keith Lee, he took I think Tony Khan, he paid money. He got the private jet ready. They flew uh They flew Keith Lee to the headquarters of the League of Shadows. He went into the Lazarus pit, and he's come out less gray.
Hmm.
So he still is just as fat as before, but that
Right.
all it does is de-age you. It doesn't de-girth you, especially if you need that girth to smother people and beat them. Honestly, I don't know why Keith Lee's finisher isn't just lay on you. You know,
Hmm.
like Elon Musk calls it the walrus because he says he just lays his body weight on you.
Hmm.
So I don't know if you guys know this. This is combat sport related.
Hmm.
So Elon Musk and Zuckerberg are agreeing to do a fight. And now the Italian government, they're saying if they want to do it in the Coliseum, they can. And look, man, I am here for it. Dana White, book that shit. Let's go. Let's have these two brilliant men do head trauma to each other and then not get off this planet. Let's do that. This is the best thing for us, I think. What do you make of that?
I don't have any. So this is the first I'm hearing of the Roman Colosseum portion of this.
Oh yeah.
Everything else I saw was just like Elon getting his mom to like write him a note for why he can't take
Oh
part in the fight.
no, you got jobs, son. There's Elon Musk parody account, and sometimes he catches people. It's not him. Like there's an actual blue check. It even says it's a parody account. You have to
Uh,
pay attention. Yeah, he
well,
does that.
yeah. All the
So
blue check means is someone's paying $8.
yeah, but it's easy to. Obviously, you got caught. So
It's been reposted all over Facebook.
I know, but you still, even if it's a repost, you still got caught worse. Like an idiot who got fooled you. It's like a chain. I'm always careful.
Wow, chain of fools.
Yes, a real chain of fools. You fools! All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right.
All right, everybody. Here we have Brian Danielson versus Okada.
Da-na-na-na. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Apparently, it was more important to get that song one time than to hire a guy. I feel sorry for that person because they said at the scrum that it was so expensive. It's a contract for like a
Wow.
wrestler, so it's a one time
So
deal.
that was a one-time thing.
Oh yeah, that's what they said at what I saw on YouTube in the scrummy thing.
Crazy.
Once again, Punk not allowed to speak, so that's good. So that's great. Um,
So I did like this match a lot. I was a l- I w- to your point from before. I was a little surprised at the finish at Brandon Dander tapping Okada.
yeah, apparently Okada's now the second best wrestler in the world, and that was really smart, according to
I,
Daniel Bryan,
yeah,
Brian Danielson.
I wonder if they rushed the finish a little bit because when Okada hit the elbow drop on Brandon Dander, he broke Dander's arm.
For real though,
Yeah.
he's been wrestling kind of banged up. I feel like this is the Brian Danielson Brian farewell tour, and that's why he's getting all these like dream matches of his done.
Hmm.
He's really kind of, if he's like involved with BBC or whatever BCC, I don't judge, but whatever you want to do, as long as Bree's good. Anyway, so Jesus Christ. So whatever he wants to do, and we did say
Hmm.
he's going to take this fist. And he's going to take it. He's going to shove it, and he did, but not really. But yeah, it happened. Um, yeah. Congratulations on your dream. You can finish what your thoughts were because you're better at the actual wrestling involved there, buddy.
So I mean, it's possible that they rushed the finish a little bit, which is where I was before. Um, but it looked like if they did, they did it in a way that it looked legit. It looked like the whole thing was planned exactly like that. I like the modified label lock rings of Saturn. That was cool.
You
And to
say
your
it's cool. I say it's excruciatingly painful, but
oh
okay.
yeah, also for Brian with his broken arm,
That's what I mean.
it's one of the two bones in here that's broken. Bree showed a photo on Instagram of his X-ray.
Yeah, she's insane. And so is he. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, to your point about this being like the Bryan Danielson tour, I mean, we kind of said that about AJ Styles when he got to WWE. Like he was getting a bunch of like really high profile matches like right off the bat,
Well, it's a little bit
and
different, right?
he's been there 7 years now. It is because AJ Styles never had a career threatening, career temporarily ending injury, thankfully. But age wise, they're both up there for a wrestler.
Yeah, but I think Brian Danielson is more fragile
Hmm.
because he's been concussed more, as far as I know. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean in fragile, not like fragile body, but like a lot of concussions and stuff. So
Mhm. The
that'll do
brain
it to
itself
you.
is yeah, the brain is just a fragile thing.
Yep.
You only get one, take care of it. The brain is you. This is just a meat suit.
It's like a vehicle for me
Right.
personally.
Mhm.
Um,
It's like Krang
uh,
on Ninja Turtles.
Well, Forbidden Door 2 is behind us, which was definitely the best Forbidden Door since the last Forbidden Door, 100%. But this time we got a lot going on. We're headed to the O2 Arena where an opportunity awaits one man, one woman, a briefcase each that is known to change careers. Now, from what I understand, they've made an emphasis to say that you could use the money in the bank briefcase on any championship, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Which why use it on anything but the best championship unless you're being coaxed by the NXT champion Charlotte Flair style and the Royal Rumble? But like this is the money in the bank briefcase, it's way different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like anytime, anywhere. What are you doing with the NXT championship?
I mean, I'd say the same thing about the Rumble. I mean, that's you're gonna main event main. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
different
no
because you
disrespect.
could do it anytime you want, but the Rumble, it's specifically Mania.
Yeah, but like, no disrespect to NXT and no disrespect to Rhea Ripley, of course, or Charlotte Flair, I should say. But why the NXT title
I
at
think
Mania?
it's not so much about the NXT championship, but beating Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like fighting someone you've never fought before, who is like the top of their field,
Mm-hmm.
like the best NXT has to offer currently. Charlotte Flair was the best NXT had to offer. It played a role in what I think is what Rhea Ripley is now. Nonetheless, um, let's talk about those so we can have this ready for the people. Well, Rich Perez, since we've officially have closed the forbidden door forever until the next forbidden door, we are going to be speaking more about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view this Saturday, July 1st at the London, England O2. Probably, right? That's the O2 Arena, right?
I think it is. I can.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
won't be
Okay.
there, but these guys will be here. I'm talking, of course, about Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos in what is billed as a bloodline civil war. Rich Riz, what do you make of this?
So the first thing that I want to talk about here, real quick, is just the wording here. Bloodline Civil War. Let me ask you, when the Confederacy tried to secede, it was called the Civil War, right?
Brother against brother.
Right. They the Confederacy failed. They did
That's
not
right.
they did not successfully secede. When the 13 colonies tried to secede from England, it wasn't called a civil war, it was called a revolution. The colonies won.
Right.
I wonder if this is foreshadowing that our tribal chief Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa are going to emerge victorious here.
I think that's true. History has taught us that Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, uh, he doesn't lose. So it's do or die here. This is about putting the Usos in their place. Who knows what could happen after this? What it could lead to? I'm curious about that. Um, but this is bad for the bloodline. Maybe after it's over, maybe the Usos will fall in line, and maybe there'll be more of a mutual respect instead of what it was before. Maybe this could make the bloodline stronger. Maybe there's some things we don't know, variables. relatives could come into play. This could be huge. So I'm going to definitely put the tribal chief. I will not go against him. Well, Rich, you've been champing at the bit, which is the actual term,
Hmm.
to talk about this, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, where 7 men will go and try to grab that briefcase right there, smack dab in the middle of that screen in the ring, and just get their opportunity at what has to be the Seth Rollins Please Don't Go championship. There's
Hmm.
no other option here. So, Rich Riz, let's talk about this.
All right.
We know that Logan Paul is in this match.
Hmm.
We know that this could be an upset. This could be, it better not be Logan Paul. Okay?
Right. Hmm.
Here's my prediction. It's a non disqualification match. I don't know. Like, obviously, Rhea Ripley's a very busy woman, but she could help Damian Priest. The main event, from what I understand, may be Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, against Dominic Mysterio.
Hmm.
Because rumor has it, there is a beast among them. So, in regards to this match, Damian Priest to me looks good for it. He looks like he's raring to go. I like the story. It's Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins tonight, but we don't even know the placement of that match, so you can't base it off of this Money in the Bank, right?
Right.
I am going to pick what I feel is the underdog here. There's going to be an upset. I think it's going to be LA Knight. I think LA Knight could be Mr. Money in the Bank. Yeah,
Wow. So I think that's bold. Even under the Triple H regime, I feel like they've been more dedicated to the storyline than to giving the people what they want. The storylines have been good enough that they can hold off on giving us what we want now in favor of a better payoff later on. So Knight is going to easily be the crowd favorite here. He has been. He's been proven to be. He's getting a lot of cheers.
they
It's
were booing Rey
noticeable.
Mysterio.
Hmm?
For LA Knight, they were booing Rey Mysterio, dude.
Which is crazy. I can't remember the last time Ray got booed.
Yeah,
So I would love for LA Knight to win. Yeah, but I think they're going to stick with the plan. I think the plan is Damian Priest.
all right. So seeing as Baron Corbin has recently returned as the Lone Wolf,
Hmm.
do you think that Butch could be Pete Dunne again for Money in the Bank? What with them being home and all?
Well, Corbin was only the lone wolf in NXT so far. He hasn't brought it to the main roster. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know what their consistency is going to be on that. Um, I like the question. I like the line of thinking. I like Corbin as something other than whatever the hell he is right now. That is not the lone wolf. It's post happy Corbin.
If I had to say consistency, I would say Flan.
Mm,
Like not talking about body because I am post Flan right now physically.
mm,
I think Corbin's doing great. It's good that he put a shirt on. I think it was a smart move.
mm-hmm,
I do the same, you know.
mm-hmm.
So in regards to that, but yeah, excellent choices. Sorry, Logan.
Yeah,
Logan, I'm
no,
sorry.
No need to say that the people that we're discussing here, that are in the absolute worst shape, are in far better shape than either of us will ever be.
Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship match. Riddle, who's had his bare feet ankle stomped by this very large fellow who's not, he doesn't care for his tomfoolery.
Hmm.
And that is Gunter, who has not been pinned or submitted or anything in like 400 days or something. What a run.
Hmm.
What could possibly happen here? Prediction: Pain, the ring general. 1, 2, 3. What do you make of that?
I'd agree. The only
Excellent.
way, the only thing I can see this really leading to, is fingers crossed here. Maybe it's a little bit of wishful thinking, but post match beatdown with Vinci and Kaiser, and then all of a sudden we hear voices in our head.
You think Randy will come back? Wow.
I think it would be huge, and honestly, right now I can't think of anyone else that could possibly take the title from Gunther.
And then Randy RKO's Riddle.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if even if you don't get Randy versus Gunter, you can get Randy versus Riddle.
Yeah.
You know,
Do triple threat, do whatever. I mean, I'm here for it. If Randy Orton comes back, he's good to go. I'm happy.
because Vinci, he's been hurt though, right? But he could come back.
Yeah. He
So,
participated in the beatdown on Monday,
oh, okay.
something. Like limitedly, like he's got like he has an injured leg, but I
Oh,
don't
it's
know
all
how
right. He's
bad
got
it
another
is.
one.
Yeah, that's true. Unlike Zach Gowen, right?
Sure. All right. Who you got here, buddy? You Zach
Gunta,
Allen Shamer. All
Gunta,
right.
the
Excellent.
Continental Champion.
What a stupid question, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Why are we even
Why are you
talking
talking
about
about
this?
this?
Now I'm nervous about that money in the bank. All right. What if Ricochet won and he cashed in on Gunter to get revenge? Because Gunter beat Ricochet for the Intercontinental Championship.
That's something they could do. I haven't seen any sort of clues that that's what they will do.
So, strangely enough, the Women's Championship will be defended on SmackDown. Spoiler alert, we don't have a new SmackDown Women's Champion. So, don't even worry about it.
Hmm.
Um, so, instead, we are treated to the still don't have a a team name, but Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, the dual horsewomen, taking on the likes of the surprisingly returnedly fresh Liv Morgan with Raquel Rodriguez, who lost to Ronda in like 3 minutes on Monday Night Raw,
Right.
which was like, all right, sure, I
Hmm.
guess. Raquel Rodriguez, known fact, is a favorite to win the 2024 Royal Rumble match, if you can believe
Really?
it. Yes.
That's a super
So,
early favorite.
yeah, man. So, in regards to this match currently that we happen to be looking at, who do
Hmm.
you think walks away as the women's champions?
2 of 4. Ronda and Shayna, meaning 2 of the 4 horsewomen.
That's right, 204. I was like, wait, what board collective are they in? All right.
They are the horsewomen. Resistance is futile.
Oh my God, limb by limb.
I
Yeah,
typed it in, but you didn't say it.
obviously, I also take 204
Mm.
because resistance is futile. Next in order of arrow keys, we have 4, the Seth Rollins Please Don't Go Championship. A very game Finn Balor, the Finn Balor that I've been looking for, the one who wants revenge. I loved his promo, and they didn't just they showed. They didn't just tell. Because I forgot that Balor was on his way out from relinquishing the championship, and he's on the ramp, and Seth Rollins was laughing at him.
Mm-hmm.
the same way he currently laughs at people. And of course, that triggered Balor because he remembers.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this particular match, I would really love it for Finn Balor to get his revenge. Unfortunately, that is not going to be the case here. Seth Rollins is going to retain his championship. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. First, do you remember? I won't even claim to have any idea how long ago it was, but we talked about how WWE had hired someone to be in charge of consistency in their storytelling.
Yes, I vaguely remember that.
That promo, that video package is the payoff of that.
I s-
Without that person and under Vince, we would not have seen that thread being pulled over here.
I want to be optimistic and believe that's the case
Hmm.
because there's been so many times where that wasn't the case with like other things. Sometimes they forget stuff, but I guess this is one of those things where it's like, okay, I guess they came to work. Vince
Hmm.
wasn't allowed to last minute change something, and they just, we have the package, man. What
Why
are
is
you
this door
doing?
locked? Damn it!
This door's locked because we changed the key. Your new
That's right.
office is in the Porta John.
And as far as my pick, please don't go.
All right, Seth Rollins.
That's right.
All right, looks like you're trying to go for broke here.
On to Ween.
Speaking of weens, I mean going for broke here. The thank you Trish Memorial Money in the Bank Ladies Ladder match. We have the lovely Io Sky, the incredibly, amazingly, somehow still looks amazing Trish Stratus. Zoe Stark, what you see is what you get. And then Bailey, top shelf. Then we got Zelina Vega. What's she gonna cosplay as? I don't know. Something anime. Maybe you're Naruto or something. And then the man, Becky Lynch, who has yet to win a Money in the Bank briefcase ladder match. I know you've probably done something. You've probably typed already
Yep.
who I will choose.
Hmm.
However, this year is not the case. I feel like the odds are against Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark working together to stop Trish Stratus. I mean, to stop Becky Lynch from grabbing that briefcase.
Hmm.
This ain't over. Io Sky is my pick to win the ladies' Money in the Bank ladder match because I want it bad.
Hmm.
Hopefully, this doesn't come back to bite me. If it does, whatever, I'll just win again because I'm basement chair.
Hmm.
Rich
You
Perez, what do you
you
do
are
here?
you are definitely the winningest basement champion. I would love to see Io Sky win. I would love to see Io with the briefcase, taunting Asuka. I think like Asuka would be the story. I think it would be a lot of fun. For
Yes.
me, first of all, thank you, Trish. But secondly, I think it's going to be Becky.
Oh my God. For storyline purposes, I'm not even going to change my pick.
Hmm.
For storyline purposes.
Our storyline or their storyline or both.
Rich, there is life is like a storyline.
Mm.
So
You never know
yes,
what you're going to get.
yes. The answer is yes to both. So
Nice.
perfect. What might be the main event of the evening? The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, takes on Mother Boy, Bobby Boy, Mommy's boy, Dominic Mysterio, who, here he looks tough, but really, he's softer than baby shit. So,
Hmm, hmm.
Rich Riz, I ask you, why is it Cody Rhodes? And how bad is Brock Lesnar going to beat the shit out of him after the match is over?
I will answer with this. The only way it's not Cody Rhodes is if they do something like last minute make it no DQ or some form of no DQ match. And then we get Brock during the match. It does not cause a disqualification. And that's how Dominic wins.
He'd be a fool to take it,
Of course.
honestly.
Of course.
But he's Cody.
Right.
But he's also got a foreign object.
Mm-hmm.
So he can really still defend himself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Um, I don't know why he doesn't. I was hoping like he would accidentally catch Rhea Ripley with it at one
Hmm.
point,
Wow.
that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she's tough. She can handle it.
Absolutely.
So, are we both on board here?
Whoa.
There goes Cody Rhodes. Okay.
Whoa.
So, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I think
That
that's
looks
all
like
of
all
them.
7. That's all 7.
So, in rich fashion, he's going to run us through the card so far and see what we got.
Yep. For the Intercontinental Championship, we both have Gunta. For the Women's Tag Team Championships, we both have Ronda and Shayna. In the Bloodline Civil War, we both have the Bloodline Roman and Solo. Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. We both have Seth. Ha ha! Cody versus Dominic. We both have Cody. In the women's ladder match, I have Becky, and
Twisted
Basement Jer
Fate.
has Io Sky,
What is this? The upside down? This is
right?
the first time
Mm-hmm.
for me.
And for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, I have Damian Priest. Jer has L.A. Knight. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, Rich, I'm feeling pretty confident here. Do we need a tiebreaker?
we do. So
Well,
let's see. I'm going to put my time in. I already have it in my head.
mine will be 26 and a half minutes. I tread lightly on the insults you use. Did work out for you last time, did it?
Did not. You're correct. It did not. I'm going to go a little under. I'm going to go 18 minutes.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble. Let's hope for decisive action here, folks.
So if it's less than 22 minutes 15 seconds, then I win the tiebreaker. More than 22:15, you, Basement Jer, win the tiebreaker.
I really hope this is dragged out as long as possible. Don't let me down, Cody. You my boy, bro. Um, excellent. Now I pose a question to you, the Basement Book of Verse. Who do you think should win the Money in the Bank ladder match? Um, who do you think's gonna win the Civil War? Why? And your favorite match at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. The best one since the last one. And then we will close that door forever.
Until the next one.
And speaking of, until the next one, thank you everybody for always supporting the Basement Bookers podcast. Most importantly, the OGs, the new G's, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, coming back, bringing it like good old JR's barbecue sauce. Baby, we got to get out of here. There's too much going on. But before we do that, I need to talk about something really serious for a moment. Today, I saw recently on Twitter that we lost another professional wrestler who is kept who entertained us in the past. Um, is very unfortunate. Earlier in his life, he was paralyzed from the neck down. I am, of course, talking about Draws. He's passed away today. We wish him in the next life that he's in the heaven with all the other wrestlers, and he's fully mobile, and he's running wild up there, and he's teaming up. You know, uh, Hawk's up there, right?
That's right.
That's right. So we got Road Warrior Hawk. Let's do this. Once again, rest in peace, good sir, and may the force be with you. The wrestling force.
And with that, I feel it's particularly appropriate that Jerry give us his party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall, so make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the Booker.